Welcome back everybody to Let's Play Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. In the last episode, we finally prepared ourselves to take on what will actually be the end of our trip here in this little casino land. So I suppose you should actually just run straight on up to that. I do have to say, having fought 3 bosses in this game so far, only one of which have actually appeared in the Let's Play, the bosses in this game are actually pretty difficult, which I like a lot. Although they're less difficult the second time around. So hopefully it won't be too bad for you guys. That having been said, let's go! Onwards! You finally get to see Mugshot in person. In 3D glory. As opposed to weird little cartoons. Hello!
My boys have been yapping about some big mysterious dude running around cracking skulls and this is it? You're the monkey wrench in my operation? Some scrawny rat with a stick. Hey, wait a second. I seen that stick before.
Maybe when my father knocked your block off with it.
Your father? Wow. You're a Cooper? You know, that Thievius Raccoonus had a lot of nice pictures, but way too many big words.
So you don't mind just handing it over?
What, are you kidding? You break into my place, steal my stuff, trash the joint. I feel transgressed.
Hey, you said no big words.
Let's rock.
That's vaguely comical. So the way this works isn't entirely intuitive. So the entire time he'll be shooting at you, of course. You need to figure out the timing for actually jumping to not get shot, for one. But once you do that, the way you progress in this fight is a little bit odd. I'm gonna have to figure out the timing again. But the way you get through this fight is a tad peculiar. And not exactly what you expect. Come on. Aside from the fact you just jump over the bullets and not land on them. Yeah, I didn't have this much trouble the first time when it came to actually dodging the bullets. Problems came later. But what you have to do here, as you can see, is you need to hit these mirrors. I believe Bentley tells you when you... The first time I played through this, for some reason, Bentley told me that I need to be hitting the mirrors, but he didn't tell me this time. I don't know why. But we can go without, because I know what to do. I have no idea how this works. I don't know why this destroys his firearms in any way, shape, or form, but it works, I guess. This is the part I always found the hardest. I'm pretty sure you don't get any contact damage from him or anything like that, though. I don't think he has any melee attacks, or at least not that I've actually had this pleasure of being on the receiving end of. Doesn't look like he has any, considering how I just came into contact with him without him actually hurting me. You'd think he'd have some use for all those big muscles of his, those that he actually uses to carry himself around. And the guns are broken again somehow. Up we go. How much you enjoy this part depends on how patient you are. Because you'll see if you hit one of these, if he tries to shoot you, it acts as a shield, regardless of which way it's pointed, which way it's facing. But if it's facing towards him, when he shoots, it'll actually end up going back towards you. However, a simple strategy to get around this is just let him shoot the, Hey. Okay, that's nice. Double jumps are good. But a simple way to get around that is to... just wait for him to shoot the mirror and then hit him. Or hit the mirror immediately after. Now that I actually know what I'm doing, I should be able to get through these 2 parts pretty quickly though.
My beautiful gun is
doesn't mean you don't have to watch this thing again. Oh, now I have a little pity horseshoe now too. How nice. I actually think the last part of this is the easiest though. The one that I managed to die on. Of course, the fact that I think it's the easiest is exactly what I'm going to die, because hooray! Whatever deities control those who are recording video games, for some reason happen to love proving them wrong and making their points fall entirely flat. Ow! I made use of that horseshoe. As much as I would prefer not to. And now I should be fine. I'm not sure if I like bosses like this game has that are actually pretty darn difficult, or if I like bosses that are something you can kind of get through in a single go in kind of a climactic manner. It's kind of weird. I think that with games that are more like story oriented and all that, it's a good idea for them to actually feel challenging but still be completely doable on the first try, or at least a final boss or something big and climactic. Not because difficult things are bad by any means, because I like hard things, but I think dying in these things can break the flow, and whenever it's supposed to be some big cinematic thing, which this game isn't doing, it really feels like it's kind of messing with things. Anyways, that's that.
This is impossible. A little pipsqueak like you beating a big, strong bruiser like me? It ain't right. You want all of that stupid picture book? You're gonna have to go down to Haiti and cross paths with Miss Ruby. And then believe you me, you don't want to be you.
Mugshot section of the Thievius Raccoonus contained an entry from my gunslinging ancestor, Tennessee Kid Cooper. His specialty was the rail walk and rail slide. Moves perfected through a lifetime of theft in the Old West.
How about we just use the gun?
Getting out of town proved to be a little more challenging than getting in.
Which is exactly why we didn't play in person.
Inspector Fox went for the next best thing and dragged that canine steroid case off to jail. That was the end of Mugshot's gambling empire, and Mesa City's citizens soon returned home. While me and the boys, well, we enjoyed the rest of our stay in America, and then returned to Paris, ready for our next mission.
And that would be...
Oh, I figured out a way to get us to Haiti.
Hi, Murray. Yeah, hi. He seems a little bit distracted, so let's go! Actually, wait. Murray, get on the wheel.
The third member of the Fiendish Five was the infamous voodoo priestess, Ms. Ruby. Born into a family of mystics, other children found her scary. Teaching herself to summon the undead provided what few friends she had. A career in crime allowed an adult Ms. Ruby to punish the world for fearing her as a child. Chief mystic for the Fiendish Five, her powers allowed them to break both the laws of man and nature at the same time. Yet despite the whirlwind success of her youth, she managed to slip into obscurity. Last known sightings claim she headed out of civilization and deep into the Haitian jungle.
Which you're somehow going to drive to. It really was explained how we actually had to cross all these oceans. Vicious. Alright, let's go. So remember how I mentioned how the whole, like, invincible to water thing wouldn't really be useful later on, I didn't think, because there probably won't be much water. Well, this place is filled with water. Having that ability to not drown will make life so much easier here. Having played this entire area, I can say it really helps.
You don't believe in ghosts, do you?
Sure I do. My scanners have picked up verifiable paranormal activity. But that's not the problem. This swamp is oozing with disgusting mold and bacteria.
Suck it up, Bentley. We got work to do.
All right, then. Don't forget to use the new move you learned from Mugshot section of the Thievius Raccoonus.
This place uses that like crazy.
The roots and vines around here are perfect
jump and hit the circle button.
Especially where you see the bark has been worn away, and where it's super slick from icky slime and moss, you'll rail slide like a skater grinding pipe.
I'm liking it.
Sounds kind of weird, but here it is. It works pretty effectively. The only problem I've noticed with it is that sometimes, for some reason, if you try to jump onto something that's below you, it'll actually miss sometimes. Just outright miss, which is awkward and annoying. But you can live with it, I guess. Then you have, whoa, hey, have some like this that you actually slide on. Doesn't matter which direction you're facing, you'll just slide anyways. What? Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this ability to not die from water. Hi. Speaking of abilities, there's one I'm gonna get soon that I'm really looking forward to. But I'll talk about that more once we actually run into it. I don't think that'll be this episode. I don't remember when I get that ability. But we have an entire new range of enemies now, which is kind of a good thing, but also kind of annoying. It's fun, but you know, it's weird. The first like 20 times I fought these mosquitoes, they weren't a problem for me at all, and then suddenly I just completely forgot how to not die from them. Which is really awkward. But bug smashing. Because I happen to be too cheap for insect repellent, I guess. We'll just have to put up with it. Now, something else I've noticed that doesn't always work for some reason is sometimes if you jump into water and then press either X or square, I don't know if it has to do with the location, how you fall into water, or what, but sometimes you'll jump out more quickly if you actually press the button after falling into the water. Which I will do to speed things up a little bit for us. And don't worry about that stuff I missed just a moment ago back there when I jumped into the water. I will do something about that momentarily. Of course, remember that you can swing your cane when you're on these things too, because that'll make quite a difference. And more new enemies! This thing's weird. You hit it and it breaks up into two parts, both of which can hurt you. And here we are again. But I like that there are new enemies. I think it's kind of fun and interesting to see new enemies. Especially like these guys. Don't dive attack these guys, because you'll just end up jumping straight into all the two parts that are made afterwards. But at the same time, it's kind of annoying because lots of things get hit by accidentally now. I guess it is nice to have to stay on your toes with actually knowing how to not get hit. Funk. Alright. I believe I only need the five more hints that are in the next area. I don't quite remember how many are in the next area, but I'm pretty sure it's 5. And new watch guards too, which you'll have showcased right here.
That's Miss Ruby's lair.
Hopefully not on me.
You'll need that key on top of the tiki pedestal in the guard compound. There's a bad mojo force field protecting it, so you'll have to destroy all 5 of the purple candles surrounding it.
No problem.
Don't get cocky or you'll end up with your head shrunk to the size of a pin.
Alright, sorry about that. Something on with my mic. Anyways.
You've got to get past those voodoo guards, and I'm warning you, they're mean and they work like a team.
So do we, buddy.
When he says they work like a team, it means don't randomly walk up to one and whack them in the back, because they will all run up to you and do something much worse. However, if you feel like having fun and you do want to take all these guys out, you can probably use your decoy in some way or another. I've never actually tried that out. I never have used the decoy for any practical reason, actually. But you can also use your hat mine to take these guys out without being detected. If you attack one of these guys, they'll all know where you are, but if you take them out with mines, that won't be an issue. And believe me, if they start going after you, you are dead. Especially if there's more than one going after you. Because these guys, whenever they shoot you, they shoot very, very accurately. If you have to, and if you have the water resistance ability, you can jump into the water to, as a last resort to avoid these guys. But I can't promise that it'll work effectively. I can only recommend it. There you go.
Got it! The Mojo force field is down, and you can steal the key!
Now, did I actually miss a, how's this happen on camera and not my first time through a level? I think I did actually miss a hint this time, didn't I? Darn it. I'll have to run back and find that too, wherever it was. Lucky Comp's probably not going to help me that much in this area. Well, I have to do a little bit of backtracking then. Darn, I don't actually know where the other one would be either. Maybe right here. Cool. That wasn't much time wasted. So let's head on over to... Let's not touch that fire. I'm pretty sure most of the torches in this area will actually hurt you if you touch them. But I don't quite remember what we get from this.
If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, then the combination has got to be 588.
Whatever you say, turtle guy. I don't think this is what I'm thinking of that I was talking about earlier. But if it is... Oh, never mind. This is weird, but fun.
Cooper's notes on how to harness the electromagnetic field created by a rolling raccoon. Now your raccoon roll move will really pack a punch. Plus, it should give you a nice tingling sensation.
Beneficial tingling! So, yeah, now... Oops. Oh, see, there we go. I fall in, I press a button, and I come back out more quickly. Now, I make a weird little 2D effect around me whenever I'm rolling. But this actually damages enemies, which is useful, of course. So it's now slightly more practical to be using that thing. Only slightly more practical to be rolling up into a ball, but if you can actually manage to roll through enemies with it, it can probably be pretty useful. I'm not sure if it would be much more useful. Whoops. Not sure if it would be much more useful for Master Thief runs as a result or not. I think it is, because you can actually roll through enemies now. I haven't been doing any of the Master Thief's runs, so I can't say too much though. I should say though, now that we're here,
Scanner is maxing out on that structure.
A reading like that could only be coming off Ms. Ruby herself.
I think you're right, Sly. If you want to crack at Ms. Ruby, you're going to have to find a way inside that skull temple.
Ms. Still think it's weird with a Z. Anyways, so I'll be seeing you guys next time, the next episode, I think, since I'm just about at 20 minutes, and I actually think the levels in this place are pretty short, so I have to be kind of conservative with the episodes just to not accidentally run out of, like, pre-played content before I finish recording the next episodes. So I'll be seeing you guys next time, where we run on through, well, this place to get up there. It's rather fun sounding conclusion. But I will say, in the next episode I will have one thing to show you. There's an interesting glitch right here that I found on my own accidentally when I ran through here that sent me flying off into oblivion. And if I can recreate that, I will next episode. Look forward to that. Bye, guys!